Hello again. One of the aims of these videos is to equip you with a toolbox of drawing systems, things that you can draw upon to suit a specific application. And last time we looked at birds, and I suggested one way of helping you draw birds was to use a 5-line system. And this time I'm moving on to animals, and you can use that 5-line system on animals, but I think what is a better drawing system to use is ovals. So here we are. What you need is to get yourself a nice big fat felt pen and a magazine or a newspaper and find some animals. Now these ones are great, orangutans, and you can see I've already just started to find circles and ovals and overlapping ovals. So here we've got two orangutans, and they fall nicely into an oval for the head, ovals for the eyes, ovals for the nostrils, and also for the fingers. There is no hard and fast rule about which ovals you use. You just try and superimpose ovals on it and draw them. So that one's fairly easy. This one a wee bit more difficult, but this just to illustrate the point that even though these are all donkeys, the ovals that the donkey heads produce are quite different because of the position of the animal. So there, well, that's quite a long skinny oval, isn't it? And that one is a slightly different, that's a rounder fatter one, that's something in between. And again, if you can see, sometimes it's just the way the fur lines. So if you can find an oval in that, or if you can, the more ovals you find, the better, it's easier it's going to be to actually put it together. So when you've done that, then moving on a step, if you find a drawing or a photograph of an animal, instead of drawing the ovals on top of the animal, if you actually draw them on a separate piece of paper, at this point, I'm just picking out what I think are the ovals to draw. You can see that one there. I thought this was quite a strong oval, and there was one there and an overlapping and in the ears, and there's there and there. So this is the start of that one. This one, even though it's a deer, it's quite different. But even at this stage, you should be able to see sort of the spirit of the animal. And one fun thing might be for you to draw the animals like this, just draw them on a separate piece of paper as ovals, and then ask your family or your partner to try and guess what the animal is that you're drawing. So you can see with this, because these ovals are quite narrow, because they're in quite dynamic poses, that already suggests a fairly fleet, swift animal, which is already pointing you towards a deer. So when you've done that, I've got something I think is fairly easy, and you'll see from the ovals that you start off with what it's going to be. So there we are, teddy bear, a really nice, easy animal type object, which falls lovely into a set of ovals. So already you can see what that is. That relates, that was a teddy bear. So if you get yourself a teddy, again, draw the ovals, and then on top of the ovals, then start to put some of the detail. It's up to you. If you want to then put texture, go back to the video on texture and look at mark making. But if you just want to leave it at that. And if you want to move on a bit further, or you don't fancy the teddy idea, another idea, if you've got a pet cat or a pet dog, wait until they're asleep, because when they're asleep, they curl up and they make these lovely ovally shapes. So hijack your pet when it's asleep and draw the ovals, and then see if you can make that look like your pet cat or your pet dog. So there we are, an oval system, which is another tool to put in your toolbox. Thank you very much. Bye.